Picture a spider powered by gears and steam, or a mechanical butterfly. The word steampunk was coined by author Jules Verne as a way to describe futuristic innovations that may have arisen if our advances in technology had been steam-powered or mechanical, perhaps without the invention of electricity. Entomology is the scientific word for the study of insects. Steampunk is a very futuristic and is often infused with small details, sometimes in brass, wood, or glass. This project combines the detail of steampunk with the fascination we all have with insects. The small sculptures that result are beautiful works of art and imagination. It's a great idea to study the anatomy of insects, spiders, butterflies, and moths before gathering the materials to use for this project. Wonderful small-scale parts can be found inside broken clocks, watches, music boxes, or other mechanically driven items. Small springs, old washers, or even discarded wire can be used in the creation of a steampunk insect. I like to do a little pre-planning when beginning a sculpture by doing a quick sketch. Then I lay the found parts out on the table around what will be the body of the insect or butterfly. Wings, legs, and antennae are easily made with armature or copper wire. Armature wire is aluminum, and it's easily bent to whatever shape you want. So to make a wing, simply shape it into the wing shape that you're reproducing. I'm going to give it a little twist. And I'm going to leave a little bit of the wire protruding, and you will find out why later. So after you have your wing armatures built, they can be glued to iridescent film. It makes a nice wing. I've also got some glitter papers, some polka dots glittered papers. So I'm just going to use a fast grab tacky glue, glued to the wire, and right onto the paper. And then these can just be trimmed with scissors later. If you want something that looks more like a beetle's shell, this is just copper sheet, which we've embossed and cut out. And again, I've got this little protruded area to allow us to attach it later. You can make legs out of armature wire, or thin copper wire makes great antenna. So once all the parts are assembled and ready, the fun part begins. I'm just going to take a piece of air-dry clay to form the body. This clay comes in colors such as white, red, and gray, and they can all be painted when they're dry, or they can be left as is. So I'm going to form kind of a beetle-ish, moth-ish body. I'm also going to use a tool here to give it some little ribbing. So this is the centerpiece of my insect. And I've got all my pieces laid out here, things that I think that I'm going to use. And I want to stick them into the clay. Now this is a watch or a clock dial, and it had these two little holes in it. So I've just cut a piece of armature wire to make almost a little staple. And I'm just going to push that down into the clay body there. This gear makes a nice head. I've got copper wire antenna. Just poke those in. I'm going to put these wings on first. Trim that a little bit. So the reason that we're leaving a little wire is just so the attachment is easier. I'm just going to push them in. And then my iridescent film wings are going to go on the top of those. I might finish this up with a little stinger. Now, as the clay dries and shrinks, it will hold on to these pieces. Thin wire can be used to anchor these things, such as gears or flat pieces with holes. I might add a little wire to that to just fasten it down. Once it's completely dry, I like to just check to make sure everything stays in place. If anything's loose, a little glue can be used. So to glue metal to metal, you would use E6000. A white glue would be used to glue anything to the dry clay body. But you don't have to limit yourself to insects. These owls were made using the same process. They're standing on feet made from very old square nails. We have a fly that makes the use of old typewriter keys for feet. I hope you enjoy stretching your imagination while looking for parts and pieces to complete your futuristic insect specimen. For a materials list, teaching standards, and a PDF of this lesson plan, please visit dickblick.com and keyword search Steampunk Entomology.